today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New England Patriots.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. On the other side, the calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
So here come the Patriots now on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
off the play fake. Pittman, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 3rd down, Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st down, Pittman quickly into the hands of Beckham.
Pittman's pass complete.
The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 9 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
To throw on 2nd down, Pittman going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
New England.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dalton Keene, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them, no matter how many people are put in his direction. It just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Off-play action. Pittman. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And let's look at their passing game, more specifically their receiving game. These guys have been great out wide.
I'm with you on that one. We'll look at it and we'll enjoy it and actually marvel at it. These guys are making every catch possible. Boy, have they been fun to watch in this game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Throwing after the interception. Pittman caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's third down. Third and 15.
Throwing on third and long. Pittman. He completes it to Westbrook. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the 21-yard line.
On second and 12, Winston. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
7. Brings up third and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
3-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Back to throw. Pittman. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
Pittman's pass complete to Devin Asiasi. A gain of 7. First down.
Throwing on first down. Pittman. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Gain on the play.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And they run the option here on first and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 32. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Pittman. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
This is McAllister, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Pittman. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. And able to get this out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And hold everything here because DJ Chark, after that last play, went down, and he's yet to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
1st down, New England.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Pittman. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Pittman. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
A loss of 7 yards.
So they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
It's now second down.
A second down throw for Winston. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to complete this to Chenault. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
39-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
3rd and long for Winston. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Patriots 10.
The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st and 10, Pittman. The throw taken in by Sims. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Pittman. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brings up
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Pittman. He'll find Lindsey here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Looking to throw. Pittman. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Pittman. And he's going to go down again. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pittman, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
14. Patriots 10.
Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Winston. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. To return, here's Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second and 3.
Second down and 3. Singletary again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second
On the ground, it's Singletary. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Third down and
boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Pittman. Screen pass to Lindsey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Pittman. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Jameis now on first down. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To the air again with Winston. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
By Josh Uche.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Winston's pass.
7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Winston. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Winston's pass.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Pittman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down and goal to go.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, Pittman shakes off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun. Pittman, one thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
At their own 41-yard line.
Singletary to get the drive started. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Winston. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Jameis Winston.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Jameis Winston sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 1st down. Pittman. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey.
Pittman's pass.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Jaguars.
Operating from the gun. Pittman trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing after the interception. Pittman. The open man is Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Pittman. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Pittman. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. New New England on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Joe Schobert with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They go right back to Singletary. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 58-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Pittman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Pittman's pass.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Patriot 1st down.
From the gun, Pittman. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Complete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Pittman. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. New England on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Pittman. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Pittman. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
For Steven Sims, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Pittman looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsay. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also one.
Singletary loses it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Patriots take over first.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
To throw on 2nd down, Pittman. He completes it to Westbrook. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Pittman. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
1st down, New England.
Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Henderson. The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take
down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home date next.